Guys, it's your girl Janelle coming back here with another video. For this week's video for Piercing Wednesdays, I want to talk about the healing process for my tongue piercing. It has literally been 1 week since I last put it in my tongue barbell, and when I put it in, I didn't use a needle. I just used the threaded part and pushed it through. And for many of you know who have their tongue pierced, you know the threaded, when you take off the ball, it's just threaded with the little spiral. It was very painful, and obviously it was very stupid. I usually do that a lot though. I've done it at least 4 other times since I've had my tongue pierced. And I got my tongue originally pierced 4 years ago, like I said in my last video. And it's been a week since I did it, and it was really sore for like 2 days. But eventually the pain went away, and then for those of you who have your tongue pierced, you know eventually like the ball will like irritate your gums. Well, maybe it doesn't for you, but for me, it was irritating my gums to just even have it in my mouth to talk, and it was really, really annoying because every time I would talk, like the ball would rub up on the bottom of my gums, like by my teeth. And it would be very uncomfortable because I wouldn't want to keep it in my mouth. I wouldn't want to keep the balls in my mouth. So pretty much when I come upstairs to my room or even use the bathroom, I would normally do like that and rest it on my lips just to give my gum like a few seconds rest from the balls touching it all the time. And that pain and discomfort lasted for 2 days, just the weekend, and it was really irritating, I won't lie. But now that it's over, it's finally, my gums are no longer irritated, and it's healing nicely. And I clean it every day. I use mouthwash like you're supposed to, which I think the mouthwash is the worst part because it's the nastiest part. But so my tongue, the swelling has gone down, and when I used the threaded part, I couldn't really eat a lot either, like I expected. It was really bad, but eventually it subsided. I still can't eat some things, which is understandable because I'm still trying to get used to it again. But it just kind of comes naturally, like when I take this out, after a few days, like my body's like, oh, okay, it's back again. But when I take it out, my body's like, yay, thank God. But this is what the balls that I chose for my piercing are green, and the bar itself is metal. And the balls are plastic, because I know some people will talk about like, oh, metal balls are bad for your teeth, they're bad for your gums, because they can potentially even damage your teeth. So I'm using plastic balls. In the past, when I've done that, I've actually bitten through some balls and lost them, and it was very disgusting. It happens sometimes, but so far it hasn't happened yet. Fingers crossed, it hasn't happened yet. But I'm taking care of it very nicely, and it's doing relatively well. So it looks like the balls, like I said, are green, they're sparkly, and that's what it looks like. Pretty much that's what it looks like. And it's not really bothering me right now. So like, I know when you first get it done, your tongue swells up so much that you can barely even talk, and it really hurts to talk. And it's just, you can't really eat anything, so it's like more liquid. You have to do like more of like a liquid diet or whatever, just for the first few days, because your tongue is so swollen. But usually after like 5 days after you get your tongue piercing, it goes down, so you don't have to eat as much or do the liquid diet. You can do solid foods, like you just slowly bring it back in, and then after the 2 weeks, your tongue should be okay, but you still have to be careful with it and like, you know, clean and everything, because you pose a risk of infections. And none of my piercing hasn't got infected. It's not irritated anymore. It's relatively fine now. So when I did it, the threaded part, obviously when you get any like facial piercings, for me, like my eyes will always water. Like when I got my nose pierced, not for much for my left nostril, my septum, it was like a waterfall with my eyes. And even my tongue piercing, when I got it, the eyes just kind of like single tears. And when I did it, it looked like I was like hysterically crying because it hurt really bad, which is really stupid because I took my bar and I just like slowly shoved it through my tongue, and it was very, very uncomfortable. And it took me like 20 minutes to do, which I said, like, I don't recommend doing it. Like mine, obviously I had to fight it to get it back in. Like, it's still open, like the skin that grows over it, it does it for a reason, because it closes up and it doesn't stay open permanently. But for mine, it does stay open, but I have to fight it to get it back, if that makes sense. Like, some people will probably say, well, then it's not open, but it is, I promise. I know my piercings very well. They're still open. My septum's still open. My lips still open. My lip piercing's still open. Usually my tongue will fight me when it comes to that stuff, but like this time it didn't really fight me all that much. Besides, right before I got it through the bottom, that was when it started to fight me because it didn't want to go anymore. And like I understand why, because it's not a needle, it's like this threaded part trying to push its way through a little hole. It's not meant to be pushed through. It should have been a needle to pierce it, but I used the threaded part to open it, and of course it threw a fit for at least 2 days, like I said, and then it went down after that, and I sucked on a lot of ice cubes, and it helped with the pain a lot. I didn't take any medicine because it's really bad. You shouldn't do that because it thins your blood, and it doesn't really help with the process, but I did it because I wanted it back, and I know it's not the smartest idea in the world, and if I don't like it in another week and a half or so, I'll probably just be like, okay, well, I tried it for like 2.5 weeks, I'll take it out. But so far I still want it. If eventually my mind could change, like 2 months down the line, or even 2 weeks down the line, it doesn't really matter. Like, it just depends on like my mood, I guess. But my tongue, like, it looks good. Like, it's healing nicely. Anyway, that's like my 1 week update pretty much for Piercing Wednesdays. It's been a week since I decided to be a dumbass and thread my barbell through my tongue, which was not a smart idea, which I don't recommend doing. I've had my tongue pierced since 2013, 4 years, and it's come and go throughout the years. And I plan on keeping it for a while, unless it decides to go poof. The swelling for 2 days sucked. I couldn't really eat anything all that much. There's still some things I can't eat, but it's been healing nicely, and I clean it every day. Mouthwash every day, even though I hate mouthwash. It's just gross, but I do it just to keep my piercing happy. And the pain went away, like I said, relatively fast, and yeah. So that is all for this week's episode of Piercing Wednesdays, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I know you guys are subscribing to my channel. I know I'm a blubbering fool that keeps doing stupid shit like piercing myself and putting old piercings back in, and I don't recommend doing that because you can get so sick. I will be doing a Body Art Forms haul very, very soon. I was able to order a lot of jewelry last week, and I'm waiting for it to come in. When it comes in, I will show you guys. I bought like $50 worth of stuff. So a lot of it was like discontinued, so I was able to get like a lot of plugs and stuff, and I will show you guys when it comes. But anyway, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.